running for their lives in a scene that looks like it's out of a movie. Some Afghans plunging to their deaths while hanging on to this departing U.S. military plane. The chaos at the Kabul airport, leaving at least 7 dead. Taliban fighters firing in the streets as the group celebrates victory, overthrowing the country's government and the exit of American troops.
They're beginning to collect the list for their potential targeted killings and also detentions.
Zobair Dean is working to get friends and old colleagues on flights to Canada. He describes a dramatic rescue mission for one Afghani and former NATO colleague.
He got shot at. He got shot at, so he had to abandon his car and he run for his life to the airport.
Dean was a NATO advisor for a decade in Afghanistan. He's trying to find safe houses for women's rights activists and female parliamentarians. This Winnipeg man fears his sisters in Kandahar will be killed because they are teachers.
She was just crying. She said, we're not going to be able to go back to the school. We cannot teach again.
Omaid Amiri is worried about his wife. She escaped Kabul for nearby Tajikistan just days ago, but hasn't been given the green light to come to Canada. He's not sure where she and her parents now are, and is begging the government to loosen immigration requirements.
I have a message: we are humans. The people live out there. They're very bad situation. Help them as you can.
Ottawa has promised to resettle more than 20,000 Afghan refugees. The list includes journalists, LGBT people, and Afghan interpreters who helped Canadian troops during the war. But some Afghans who help Canadian troops say they don't have the documentation needed to get to Canada. Back in Winnipeg, Dean is working on getting friends out of the chaos.
I just got the word that he got out on a Canadian military flight.
Canada says it is preparing to send more military flights into the country, but that could prove difficult if the Kabul airport doesn't remain secure. Austin Grabish, CBC News, Winnipeg.